Hi, my name is Michael Gilmore. I'm the writer of Whizbang's blog and also one of the founders of parklogic.com. And it's so good to be here with you today for this Saturday Musings. And I must admit, I love doing Saturday Musings. They're basically my take on different aspects of life. And one of the ones I want to tackle today is Carpe Diem. I remember when I first came across that term, that Latin term, Carpe Diem, was from the film Dead Poets Society, starring Robin Williams. And that particular movie, it was the whole essence was seize the day, Carpe Diem, seize the day. And it was about a teacher inspiring students to go along and say, hey, make your own way in the world. Go ahead, you can do it. Carpe Diem. And that almost became a rallying cry around the world because of that movie, where it was like, we need to seize the day, Carpe Diem. And I began to think about this, and I thought, well, should we really? Should we really seize the day? Or more in particular, when should we seize the day and when should we not seize the day? For instance, let's imagine you're at a conference and you have someone come up to you with some great idea or whatever. Should you seize the day and invest like $50,000 into their business? Is that what Carpe Diem is all about? Should you go and develop a relationship with someone because you need to seize the day? Should you go and ask that girl to marry you because you should seize the day? They're all very interesting questions, and I began to ponder this and thought, well, when should you seize the day and when shouldn't you seize the day? And there was a great parable, actually, it came from the Bible, where it talks about, by your fruit you will know them. As I began to think about this, I thought, by your fruit you will know them. In other words, don't just take a look at what someone says, look at what someone does. And when you look at what someone does, you can make a judgment call, a much better judgment call, whether you should seize the day or not. And I see so many people, even in my industry, the domain industry, they get so caught up in the rhetoric, in the, oh, we're going to take over the world with this great idea, yada, 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 that they actually forget to take a look at the person's track record of who they are prior to, say, investing. I remember seeing this one particular business had this, if you ask me, it would be quite blunt with you, it was a crazy idea. And I looked and I thought, the first thing I look at is the person. And I thought, well, question mark, because I have no idea who this person is, what they've done, or anything like that. There's no track record or anything like that at all. And the second thing I saw was a whole stack of people get caught up in the excitement of the idea. They tipped a whole lot of money in and they lost every penny. And it caused me to think about, I remember when I did my MBA, and in my MBA I did a subject on entrepreneurship. And the lecturer kept saying, we need to take a look at the business plan, all that sort of stuff. And I put in my hand this one lecturer, and I said, can I ask a question? And the lecturer said, yeah, sure. I said, tell me about the person. Who are they? What have they done? Are they stable? Are they flighty? Tell me about the person. If you tell me about the person, then my guess is the business plan will be right or not. But tell me about the person. You see, I find particularly with investments is that I'm not investing in a business, I'm investing in a person, I'm investing in a team, I'm investing in a group of individuals that can execute on a particular vision. So Carpe Diem? Tell me about the person. That's the most important thing for me. Yeah, so it's something to think about in your own life is we shouldn't be, there's this whole issue of FOMO, of fear of missing out. Yeah. And, oh, if I don't tip in some money now, or if I don't go along and do this thing this person wants me to do, I'm going to miss out. Really? Are you really going to miss out? I don't think so. I remember at the recent domain conference, actually, I had a domain investor come up to me and he said, why should I put my domains with, say, ParkLogic? And I looked him in the eye and I said, because we're still here. And he looked back at me and goes, that's a really good answer. And there's something about longevity. So when I look at different companies in the industry, and there'll be some that have been around a long time, like my own for that matter, and there's a sense of stability that, hey, you know what, they actually pay their bills. Yes, they actually pay their clients, that sort of stuff, money and all that sort of stuff on a regular basis. If they didn't do that, then they wouldn't have a business any longer. Yeah, so that they're moving forward like that. And there's those sort of companies, I must admit, I love doing business with those because like they're very similar to ourselves, that they're going to be around. And then there's other companies that come up to me, they're maybe brand new, and they say, they have this almost a haughtiness, many of them, I have found, of hey, look at us, we're awesome, we're going to change the world. And they very well may change the world. I'm not saying they won't. And they then demand us to send a whole stack of our clients' traffic to them. And if you don't do that, then you're going to be an idiot. And I go, well, talk to you in 12 months' time. I just want to see whether you're going to be around. Why? Because we think it's very important that we look after our clients' traffic rather than just say send you to here, there, and everywhere to someone who may not end up paying for it, for that matter. Yeah, so there's something about longevity as well. So Carpe Diem, tell me about the person. Tell me, have they been around for a while? What have they done? Has the company been around for a while? What's actually going on there behind the scenes? So seize the day. Am I worried about missing out? No. No, I'm not worried about missing out. I remember years ago, I used to worry about missing out. Not now. I'm not worried about missing out. You know what? The thing I've discovered is that there are so many opportunities in the world. There's one opportunity after another. If you go through the world with your eyes open, there's always another opportunity available. And there's so many opportunities, particularly in the domain industry, that, you know what, you'll never execute on them all. If you got 1,000 domain names, do you honestly think you can build 1,000 businesses? You'll never execute on them all. Yeah, so Carpe Diem, I don't know, you maybe will do 3 of them. So there's no fear of missing out. Tell me about the other person that wants to do business. Tell me about their character. Are they trustworthy? Are they a person of integrity? There's an old word, integrity. Are they that sort of person? Are they a person where you shake their hand and you don't check to make sure you've still got your rings on? Are they a person where you talk to them in confidence and that confidence is respected? Which brings me up to like NDAs. NDAs, I think, are hilarious things in many respects because they're trying to codify somehow. This is the legal profession trying to codify ethical behavior. I just don't get that. Just be ethical. If you're not going to be ethical, then no one will want to do business with you anyway. Yeah, it's NDAs are, in essence, a way of trying to legally bind someone to do the right thing. How does that make sense? Yeah, so if you're at a conference and you're sharing about a new business idea or think of bringing to market and so forth like that with a prospective client in that space, are they going to respect that because of their ethics, or do you have to bind them to an NDA? Well, once again, I'm not necessarily against NDAs, but I think that they're a strange mechanism for dealing with ethics. Yeah, so Carpe Diem. I want you to think about that. When you've got all those different opportunities, and they could be personal opportunities, they could be business opportunities, they could be even opportunities with your kids of doing something or behaving a certain way. is this something you're going to be terrified about whether you miss out? Or Carpe Diem, show me their fruit? Anyway, thanks a lot for that. Have a great weekend. Hope I've given you something to think about. I hope you enjoyed that video and you find them really valuable for your business and helping you make better decisions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, or pass the video on to your friends. Anyway, thanks a lot for that. Have a great day. Bye.